Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Underwood. With the catch, it's Marshall. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Here's Underwood. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Here's Underwood to throw. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Well, he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Making side adjustments here. 4th down, Underwood. Buying some time. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll try the right side. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. In the red area, it's Jackson. Powers through the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Running inside, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so
here's a little room there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Going with the ground game left. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right.
And it's blocked. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move, it's Jackson. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, say it. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
But he's got room. Still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Again, it's Saying. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Saying. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, with a nice stop here.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, what a cut! Flying out to the left. At the 30. 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Back to pass, it's Underwood. It's caught for the two-point conversion, and this offense builds some momentum going into halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Offense in a bunch formation. DB's right up on the receivers. Play fake, say it. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got the quick pass. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll park him down at the 28.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Sayin back to the air. Bringing the heat. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up the yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting stuffed, what did they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Pocket breaking down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Now on the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
It's caught downfield. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. They'll run it. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a crease. It's West. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a crease to the left. Makes it past the marker. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Sayin to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball throw, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback.
Makes the grab and room to run. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Say it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Oh, they're after him. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Underwood. Quarterback extends the play. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try to save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Big Blue with the answer.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose on the right. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D.
And what an insane turn of events. The offense is just in 4-minute mode. They're just trying to run the ball, bleed the clock, not turn it over. They do what you absolutely can't in that situation, coughing it up. The defense with outstanding effort, they scoop and score. And just like that, with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take the lead.
He's not going to make it. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hope to push this edge out to a field goal. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Say it. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Right down the middle. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Leaves it with the back. There's a crease.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense.